What keyboard shortcuts take me to the desktop if I have no Windows key? My work has provided me with a smaller keyboard with no numpad due to musculoskeletal problems. I have one at home, so I didn't think this would be an issue. However, the new one has no Windows key, which I have not seen before. The keyboard is a Logitech K380. I do a lot of programming and analysis work, so I often have many windows from various software open at once across multiple screens, and I rely on the Win+D shortcut to access the desktop without closing or minimizing each window in turn. Is there any way of doing something similar on this keyboard? I don't have admin rights at work and can't even install new software myself, so workarounds requiring editing registry files etc. are probably not going to be possible.
I'm pretty sure that Start is the Windows key on that particular keyboard, so Start+D is likely going to do just what you need.
The accepted answer points out that your keyboard actually does have the Win logo/Start key. But if you ever get a keyboard that really doesn't have this key, there's still a way to make such a shortcut. As suggested here, create a file named showdesktop.scf. Make sure the file name extension is indeed .scf, with the following contents. Then you can create a shortcut to this file via right mouse click on the file and NBSP send to an NBSP desktop, create shortcut. Then open the shortcuts file properties, right click in NBSP properties, and on the shortcut tab give it a shortcut key by clicking in this field and performing the key combo you want. I've tested this approach with Ctrl+Alt+D, and it works. One issue though is that the shortcut appears to trigger only after a delay of about 2 seconds. This is a known problem with a weak solution.
If you really don't have the Windows key, you can use the shake the window technique. Grab a window by its title bar and move it back and forth quickly. This will minimize all other windows. Then minimize, or close, the window you shaked. This is called arrow shake. To reverse the effect, just shake the same window again, noted by the user MSOP. You can even minimize and then restore that window, then shake it, and the other windows will return to their previous state. Restoring any other window will lose the memory of which windows the shake should restore, as it does with Win+D.
Reading the manual for the Logitech K380, it turns out that Logitech's answer is rather incomplete. As I pointed out in a comment, the FN modifier switches the functions of keys at the level of the mappings from physical keys to actions inside the keyboard itself, and this applies to things like the function keys on row F. The engravings implied that this was the case for the keys on row A, but this is not so. For the manual, the 4 so-called split keys on row actually function specially depending from the current internal mode of the keyboard. This mode is manually switchable using FN+I for iOS mode and FN+P for PC mode. Again, notice the use of FN to modify actions at the level of the keyboard itself, modifying these keys to perform internal actions within the keyboard instead of sending USB input reports over Bluetooth. Presumably, a custom device driver for each operating system sends a USB output report to auto-switch this to the appropriate mode at device initialization. As I mentioned at this URL, vendors sometimes define private USB output reports with this kind of functionality. What you are looking for are the left and right GUI modifiers, in USB terminology, aka Windows or Command. As I said, USB is actually platform agnostic, and all 3 of these are names for the exact same key at the USB HID protocol level. In iOS mode there are two, and they are the Alt/CMD and NBSP semicolon and Alker/CMD and NBSP semicolon keys. So Alt/CMD and NBSP semicolon plus D or Alker/CMD and NBSP semicolon plus D are the chords that you want. In PC mode there is one, and it is the Start/Alt and NBSP semicolon key. So Start/Alt and NBSP semicolon plus D is the chord that you want. Each of the three possible Bluetooth pairings apparently has its own independent value for this mode. Moreover, moral, always read the user manual, smiley face. Further reading. OS Adaptive Keyboard. Logitech Bluetooth Multi-Device Keyboard K380 Setup Guide. Logitech.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.